So let's look at the athletes in the final. Maya Dahlqvist, sensational athlete, 5 wins in her career, 23 podiums. She's #1 in the rankings for sprint this year, but no wins to her name. Tiril Udnes-Veng, limited in terms of wins, but my goodness, has she been convincing this year. The early part of the season, prior to and during the Tour de Ski, she was so consistent in making the podium. Here is the little bit of spice that livens up the race. Skistad, who first came to our attention 4 years ago in Seefeld. She finally won her first World Cup in Les Rousses, a classic style, dominating from start to finish. But the Swedes seem to have regained some strength since then. Emma Ribom looked fantastic in the first semi-final, produced a time of 3:21.52. #7, Lynn Svan, who looked incredible in the first round and certainly made me think she could be the person walking away with a gold medal at the end of the day. And then, of course, you have the world champion, you have the Olympic champion, Jonna Sundling. It is a quality field. I think Tiril Udnes-Veng is going to do well to get a top 4, let alone a medal. We're underway. Skistad likely to take the lead. That was the Swedish camp's orders. Let her go, feed off her trail, get in the slipstream of the tallest, biggest athlete in the field, and then just surprise her when it comes to the closing stages. You do not want to be hunted by 4 Swedes, do you?
No, you don't, and I thought that Skistad may have changed her strategy this time, but clearly the Swedish camp were not going to punch out off the start line fast. They wanted a Norwegian suit ahead of them. And yeah, this is going to be so interesting. I don't think it's going to be that fast. Eventually it'll slow down.
Yeah, I think it's very steady at the moment. Skistad is certainly not going 100%. Tiril Udnes-Veng fighting to get position. On the outside of the turn, you can always lose ground. Tricky downhills, they're being very tentative, Mike. I think all these fallers have made some of the athletes nervous.
And quite rightly so. You have to be. There will be tension in this pack. Where's Lynn Svan? She's been my favourite from the start of the day, but she's at the back at the moment.
Yeah, Lynn Svan wearing 7. There she is at the back on the right-hand side. Skistad is easy to pick out. She's the tallest. She's leading the way at the moment. Sundling over on the far side. Tiril Udnes-Veng in the Norwegian suit with the white headband. And then we've got number 1 is Sundling, of course, and Dahlqvist wearing 5. Still the pace is steady, and 1:30, Mike, with 10 seconds down on the fastest heat so far.
Yes, it's surprisingly slow. Skistad, I think, has been trying to keep the pace for him, but it's not fast enough. The Swedes are getting restless.
No, I think Skistad's saving herself for the end. I think she's read the reports about the Norwegian team. It was made so public what they were going to do. I think Skistad maybe said, okay, I'll just wait. This is the tricky corner. This is the tricky corner round to the right-hand side. And certainly #7, Lynn Svan's in danger of getting into trouble here. And she does trip over herself, and she starts to obstruct her own teammate in Maya Dahlqvist.
That's interesting. And Svan is her own worst enemy sometimes when it comes to wanting her own line. She's determined. They're all determined. This is really interesting. I thought Skistad was finished at the races, and I think she is.
You're absolutely right. She's blown a gasket. Skistad has run out of puff. I'm not sure what's going on there. That's very disappointing. So Sweden are going to get a 1, 2, 3, 4. I think it is that clear at the moment. Tiril Udnes-Veng can't live with it. Skistad working too hard early on. Maybe too much work done in the early rounds. And this is total domination by Sweden, who, to be honest, have been the top sprinting nation in the women's cross-country skiing for the last decade. But who is going to come out on top? We've got the defending champion, Jonna Sundling, up there with Emma Ribom on her tail. Looks as though they're going to decide the gold and the silver, and Ribom looking strong into the finish, but Sundling starts to pull away. It's Sundling, the defending champion, with a lead of 4-5 metres at the moment. Still 60 metres to go. Can Ribom find anything? The answer is no. It's Jonna Sundling. She's now the double world champion as well as the Olympic champion. She can do no wrong when it comes to the major titles. So Sundling takes gold, Ribom in second, Dahlqvist in third, and you have to feel a little bit for Lynn Spahn. She looked so good early on, but nothing to give in the final. She gets four. Skistad, who many were hoping could surprise the Swedes, just ran out of puff with four. Well, in fact, after the first 800 meters, she was dead, and Skistad gets five, and then sixth place to Tiril Udnesveng, who I think, Mike, will just be happy that she's made it through to the last six.
Yes, and Tiril